Alrighty then.
Welcome to Outdoor Fun.
Alrighty then, how you doing? All right, check everything out in the background here. I've got my new Enduro roof panels. Those are really cool. It's basically a shingle material, and I got 3 panels, and it's going to be just the perfect size. I won't even have to cut them, I don't think. Anyway, I'm excited. What I got to do though is I got to go up and I got to trim that cedar that's coming down, and then take a look at the roof, and then come back and report and see what it looks like. Stay tuned. It's actually pretty solid. I mean, it's not perfect, that's for sure. But once I put the panel on there, um, it's going to be perfectly fine. Anyway, let me show you. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Yeah, I'll take up the smaller ladder here. It's a little bit easier to see. Um, but it's held up really good. And the reason it has is because it has so much tree cover. Anyway, there's a bunch of this, but I'm not even going to worry about this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put an extra 2x2 support at each of these spots. And that'll give me plenty of rigidity along with the new layers that I put on of that roof panel. There's I looked under here before and it was looking a little yucky, so I am going to paint this with that special paint, the mold and mildew paint. So I'll do that. Oof, little spider web. Get that clean. This piece here is a little bit loose. I'll get one extra piece of plywood after I paint it, just to give it a little bit of support. But this is all perfectly fine. So anyway, let me get started on that and see how that goes. Anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty then, I went and grabbed all my painting stuff from my little shed. I don't usually do much painting, but I got a whole bunch of brushes and anyway, lots of stuff. But I've got here's the paint I'm using. This is that Bullseye 123 primer for all surfaces, and it's water-based interior, exterior, and it's mold and mildew resistant film. Anyway, it's supposed to do a really good job. I've seen some videos of it, so I'm just going to do a quick layer under there, and then I'll let that dry. I got a couple of projects today, so I also do need to use up the last of my plywood so that I know how much I have to go into town and get tomorrow. So I think I have 2 little sheets left, so I'm gonna put them up. I'll try and put those 2x2 up at the top. I don't think I'll bother installing the panels today. You know, it's already almost 2 o'clock. I just got out here late, played bridge this morning, and you know, I want to relax. So I've got lots of stuff to do, but I don't need to do it all at once. Anyway, but I do want to get started with this paint. So let's just see how it mixes up. yeah, it's a thick paint, so that's pretty cool. So it's definitely gonna have a nice protective film. So let me pour that in, and I'll get set up, and I'll kind of show the application. Hopefully I don't get, that's why I got this old shirt on. So hopefully I don't get too too messy. Stay tuned. Alrighty, I got this telescopic thing, which should help a little bit. I've never been a very good painter, that's for sure. That's a neat way to do that. I wasn't going to do the 2x4s, but because the sides got a little bit paint on, now I'm just going to go just along the sides. It'll give it a nice little contrast. It doesn't have to look good, but anyway, I'm getting a little bit dirty, but not too bad. Anyway, I'm almost done. Done. Actually, that was perfect. I just put just the right amount in there. I didn't get that dirty, which is good. I do need to go out to the water and dig the hole. The water went down again, so that'll be a perfect opportunity to go out and wash my hands. Anyway, yeah, let me do that first before I show you what this looks like. Stay tuned. Oh man, yeah. The water, actually the hose was above it, so I had to dig a hole again and then kind of push it down into the hole. So anyway, the paint's slowly starting to rub off. So I'll just get that cleaned up and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, stay tuned. Alrighty then, that was a success. Yeah, so I mean, you know, it doesn't look horrible. But I mean, what's the intent? The intent was to stop that mildew and mold from growing, and that's what this stuff does. It doesn't have to be perfect. I could have, you know, I could have put a brush and brushed it in there a little bit better, but this is not going to get wet now, so it's going to be perfect. Once I get the roof on, and I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll put some 1, 2, 3 2x2s across the top to give it a little bit of reinforcement and for these panels, and I'm really looking forward to putting these panels up. So I'll get those on tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be awesome. And then next year I'll be working on the kids fort. That one, and one of the reasons I wanted to use this paint was to try and get used to it. So now that I know what it's like, I'll be able to use it in the kids fort. And in that kids situation, I will use a brush and I will be a little more diligent because, you know, it's a little bit more enclosed. So I want to make sure that I get every surface covered that's been exposed to, you know, to that little bit of mold growth, you know, that kind of wood that's been kind of, you know, you can tell just by the color, you know. Anyway, that's it for that. I'm pretty happy with that. I got a little bit to do here, and stay tuned. I'll show you my progress in the end of the day. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, cheers. PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon, very good beer. I had 1 Miller Lite left in the fridge, but I bought some PBR on the way in. I buy this sometimes at home. I like it. It's a good beer. Anyway, I'll pick up some Miller Lite sometime this weekend, and you know, enjoy a few of those. Anyway, got a lot done, you know, I only worked on it for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So at the most, and took a bit of a break in between. Anyway, so I did the painting, that mold and mildew paint under the woodshed, so that's good. And then I've got it all planned out, how I'm going to do the roof on that tomorrow. And then I just put the last 2 sheets of plywood that I have up. So I do need to buy 12 feet of 16-inch plywood. So I think it comes in 4-foot lengths. So I'll probably just buy 4, just so I have a spare. And anyway, I'll get that done tomorrow or the day after. But I have a really cool thing that I want to show before I leave for the weekend. I'm not going to say anything else right now, but in this video, it'll be pretty cool actually. I talked about it a little bit last week. So anyway, so those are the 2 main things I'm doing at the cottage. And oh yeah, I'm going to go fishing. And then I got to go to the property, and I might do that trail expansion, or I might just kind of cut through to meet where Ben did his. That'll be cool. That'll be in either this video or the one after, or I might even put that one out before this one. I don't know. I'll put one out Saturday, one out Sunday when I get back home. Anyway, I am going to relax for the rest of the day, enjoy a couple of these, have a barbecue, and that's it for now. See ya. Alrighty then. Trying to figure out how I'm going to lay out these roof panels. Let's just see what they look like. 88. 88. So, yeah, so I tried it with overlapping 2 ridges. It was a little too short. Three. Four, 4, and 90. 4, 4, and 90. 98 inches. I don't know if you could see me over there measuring or not. 92. 92. 92. 92. 92. 92. 92. Actually, that'll work. Yeah. Actually, that's going to work perfect. So, what I'm going to do is, actually, I'll get a little closer and show you. Stay tuned. I'll use my trusty pointer. But basically, I'm going to be putting a 2x4 across here. From here all the way up. And I'll cut that. And I'll do it on the same on that side. Right? And then I'll have another board here. And I don't know if I'll need a 2x4 on that side or not. We'll see once I lay it. So what I'm going to do then is I have to lay the, go ahead and right in the face here. I'll do the center piece and I'll screw that in. And I'll see how it all figures, and then I'll do an overlap of one ridge on each side, and that should give me the right length. Let me show you that again. Stay tuned. Yeah, so to get the right length, I'm just going to have a single overlap like that on each side, and that'll give me just the perfect length, the perfect width. The length, I'm not going to cut it. I think I'm just going to have some overhanging the front, and then I'll have it coming over the front, and I'll have an extra 2x4 support to screw into. Anyway, let's get this all set up. Stay tuned. All right, so I've done some measurements. So I went up and I kind of measured the width of the roof, and it's like 4 feet. So I've decided to go an extra 6 or 7 inches on this side and a foot, like on the back side, and a foot here. So I'm at 67 inches. So I'm going to cut my 2x4s to 67 inches, and then I'll put those up, and then I'll see what that looks like, and then I'll have to cut my panels to 67 as well. So anyway, stay tuned. All right, I just double checked some things. So that's going to be 65.5, because I am going to have a 2x4 support on this side. On the other side, I don't have enough room to screw in a 2x4 at the end of the 2x4s, but I can go under. So I'm just gonna basically subtract one 2x4 width, which is 1.5. So Anyway, let me cut that and see how it looks. All right, I'll go get the right amounts, the right screws, and see what that looks like when we screw it up. Stay tuned. That's all right. That's pretty good. The trick's going to be trying to get this other edge to line up with that one. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take a measurement from from that point to the end, and I'll try to make sure that this is the same. And then I'll be able to put that other 2x4 across. Anyway, stay tuned. Let me do that. A little piece of wood just kind of sticking out here, so I've got the reciprocating saw. Take care of that. I love using that thing. Anyway, let me see if I can't do this measurement. One foot. 1 foot. About there. That's roughly. I'll have to measure it a little bit better. Do this for fun. Battery's starting to go on this, but I think that will work. Let me just double check. Right to be 12 inches to there. Inches to this width. 12 inches. Okay, it's a little long. 1 inch off. That's close enough. All right, now I just need to measure the cross beam, and I don't know if I'll bother. I probably don't need to put anything here. It's gonna be nice and secure. That's good. I got an extra 2x4. I bought 4. I thought I might need 4, but all right, just one more. Stay tuned. I'll do that measurement and do that. Show me putting that up. This is a tricky measurement. I already knew it was over 8 feet. So what I need to do is put just two little pieces of 2x4, cut them in, and then I'll be able to put that piece right there. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. My blue jays are talking to me. It's okay, buddy.
The next video will have part 2 of Woodshed Roof. Stay tuned. See ya!
Thanks for watching. See ya.